Yay, we're unmuted. Sorry about that, guys. That was completely my fault. Got to talking. Can't imagine. For those of you not playing, or for those of you playing the home game, His Excellency will not be joining us this evening as the blower went out on our air conditioner today, and he is at home awaiting the repair guy. And so he sent me to the library so that I could cool off. Isn't he sweet? Yeah. He's the sweetest guy ever. I mean, at least in my world. So before I jump into everything that's going on in the barony, I have to scream out loud about how much I love this organization and what it means to those of us that have been here forever. About 12, maybe 13 years ago, my husband had a helm stolen out of the bed of our pickup truck. It is on its way to Tulsa. It has been found and is being returned to us at no cost. Is that not awesome? So somebody bought it in a sheriff's auction and was going to give it to Moonshadow, and they posted it today online asking if anybody could provide any details about this helm. And of course, Jeffrey said, I can tell you anything you want to know. and here are pictures to prove it. So it just gobsmacks me when good things happen without, I mean, they won't let us repay them or help get it here in any way, shape, or form. And that's just overwhelming kindness. And I very much appreciate it. And I'm so grateful that we are part of this group. And this is part of why we call this our family. Yay. I'm going to be brutally honest with y'all. My notes for tonight's meeting are a little bit all over the place because our air conditioner went out today. And that sometimes means your brain doesn't function in any semblance of order. When it's beyond 85 degrees in your house and you're trying to make sure your notes are right, you just spill words onto the page. So the first thing that I have on the list is Theobald College in our Kansas City, Kansas, is having a regional fighter practice in 2 weeks on a Saturday. They are providing sandwich makings and beverages and have asked if anybody would like to bring side dishes to share to please do so. Jeffrey and I are going, and we would love to see a contingency from the barony make the trip. We are at this time looking into the possibility of going to dinner after the fighting is over to cool off before we all try to drive home and maybe just have a little bit more time together with our friends. I'll be brutally honest with you, we'll be within an hour of where his mom is in a rehab facility. So it kind of depends on whether his parents are going to get bent out of shape if we don't finish the trip. But he's checking on that tonight. So I believe we'll be fine. Switching gears completely. At last Populace, we mentioned that we were looking for ideas for replacement cornets for the barony so that we could get those started and get them done before our 30th anniversary event. We have not received any design ideas at all on that. I am still looking for someone to help me drive and draw the ideas that Jeffrey and I have. So we're going to open that up for one more month. And then at the end of August, we're going to have to make a move and make a decision about what we want to do on that one. Like, do we even want to buy new cornets? Will be a question that will be up for discussion in August, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. I'm just going to speed through these. Please jump in and ask questions if you have them. We're looking to hold our Janaughter and our ensign tournament on September the 20th. Jeffrey is deciding and hunting for the right site for such a day, where that will be announced, of course, as soon as we know it. That is September 20.
Thank you.
Yep. But before we get all the way to September, Master Perrin, do you have any updates about Maker's Fair?
I do. We are accepted back in, so we are
We are a go to do Maker's Fair again this year.
Dates.
I'm pulling it up right in a second.
August the 24th?
August 24th. Load-in, they say, starts from 7 to 10. The audience, the public comes in at 10. And we'll go most of the day. And reserves. It all starts to putter out about 4 to 5. I think 5 is the cutoff.
Is it on Sunday, not Saturday this year?
Saturday.
Okay, so it is the 23rd.
Yeah, I was trying to-
Oh, sorry.
23rd? No, I was like, wait, I might actually be able to. Sorry, briefly excited.
Here, I will say, go. Yes, August 23rd. Loading 7 to 10. Yeah, we have the large 20 by 20, the large one that they'll let us have at that point for that. So, which sounds like a nice big event, but it's really not much bigger than this right here. So we'll need to be really careful about. I'll start to sign up, and with what people can bring, please think about whether or not it's something that you can talk and do at the same time, but doing is really important, I think, for this, as always, because it's a maker's fair, so we should make stuff, right? And you can, I guess, do it here, at your booth or ours.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there all day. In fact, the afternoon shift, I'm the only one signed up, so.
We'll try to get you right next to us, and then you can just like be there.
What you? That I have no control over.
I'll talk to Dan too.
Yeah, last year they put us next to the Star Wars guys, yeah.
I would have to find something else to do because the 2 things that I do, fire is contraindicated. Fire and talking at the same time is bad. Woodworking and talking at the same time is bad.
Only if you want all your fingers.
I know, I don't want to roll.
He's starting a trend.
No.
So I imagine as long as we have what, I did say that we may be using small fire, but we will have extinguishers and everything like that. So things like, say, arrow making and whatnot could be something on the table. But just saying.
And if people want to pair
Or dart
up,
making.
if somebody does something and somebody explains what's happening.
Right.
That might be better.
Just don't count on the fire extinguisher from the Brownell trailer.
Right.
Well, with fire, I was thinking of lamp work.
Yeah, let me check on that. I mean, it's an awesome one and I love it. I'm just not sure if we have enough space to cordon that off. Safely. So I'll have to check and see on that. Again, if you want, if you think you're gonna do it.
No,
I think
got this whole eyes. It's
What's
like,
that?
I think it would be great if we can find a way to do it safely.
Okay.
If he's willing.
I'm not Tomato does it too, so.
And so does Francesco, so
Yeah.
we could have people swap out so he doesn't have to sit there all day, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, I did list that we would be using this homework, so any of those, they don't necessarily take electricity, just gas.
No.
Right? Okay.
It's propane,
Propane accessories?
or not gas. Not methane, propane.
When is Maker's Fair this year?
The 23rd. 23rd of August.
That is the weekend after Sticks Artisan.
Yes, it's the last one.
Yeah, Glassland.
Sorry,
No, I'm not going to Glassland.
I don't set the days.
And the weekend after that, I go to 411.
It's the modern SCA, y'all. There's always something that conflicts.
It's Baby Girl's first game of the season.
Huh?
It's Baby Girl's first game of the season.
Oh,
Dude, no, it's not gonna be.
So when you make the sign-up list, let's make sure that it gets, I know it will
It'll get
because it's,
cross-posted to all of them, because I'm in pretty good with Westminster.
yeah, I thought you might be. That's why I was looking around you and she leaned forward and let me know.
Some days I'm better than others, but,
Anything else?
at this point, no. So yeah, I'll be putting that stuff.
Anything in particular that you want to see? Do you want to see more make and takes type stuff? instead of
The-
display stuff,
The making
or?
things were really popular, but anything that's actually like, as us doing it, that we can talk and doing it, has
Okay.
always gone over so much better than just, when it's laid out, people are kind of interested, but then they think we're selling it, right?
Right.
And this is Maker's Fair, so I think handiworks are, as you're doing stuff, and, you know, in an ideal world, if there was doing some ink weaving and you had a cycle in there and somebody could try it, a couple of links or something to that, you know, whatever, you know, you could, you know, so thinking about ways to like, let somebody give part of the shot is probably a cool thing, whether it's make and take or just, yeah, you can try this too. Maybe not the glass beads, but, here, grab this gas kit. All right, no, don't put it in your face. No.
No, that's hot. Yeah, the glass is hot. No, you can't touch it.
Don't eat that.
Just solder.
Don't eat that.
Oh, somebody had some of those cards for card
It's not
reading. I could throw together a couple boxes.
We usually have like, I think, Elizabeth usually brings looms and they're woven, they're
Loaded.
warped, they're loaded. So she has like a specific demo loom that has like a really, really wonky eagle weaving on it because it's all of different people that have tried it at demos.
Oh.
That's really cool. It is, it's like a nice little history
So that is,
of
yeah,
first
so
tries.
it's a good shot, yeah.
Yep.
That's all I have right now.
Okay, cool. We know it's early, but we would also like people to start thinking about Winter Kingdom, so that we're not waiting until January to try to pull this off. So we would like to open the event for bids as well as feast bids, to close at September Populace, so that we have some time. The church, I believe the church is available. It is not a requirement that be our site. If you guys want to have this event somewhere else, let's hear it. I'd be happy. Ideally, if we can find some place that'll let us have a brewing class, I got some people that would make very happy.
I've got 12 pounds of honey.
We are planning a trailer clean out / inventory. We're hoping to get that done before the fall event season gets too far ahead of us. Of course, right now it's it's too hot to be outside doing that. So we are in conversations with the fighter practice site to see if they'll let us use the not fighter side, where we can pull the trailer in, clean and sort whatever we need to sort and put it away. If we can't do that, we have also been in conversations with Jahan and Perrin to use some of their shade in their front yard to make that happen. We're just trying to work out timing and when is best, and trying to hear back from the fighter practice site first.
You just need shade?
A lot of shade.
A lot of shade. I know there's a place where a lot of shade, you can probably go in there and don't even hear and notice. Probably not a mall parking lot.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's true.
And we could get up off of the street level.
Hmm?
We could go into the parking garage and get up off the street level.
Yep.
To get more airflow.
Is it safe?
It's not condemned.
That's the word.
I mean, it's as safe as McClure Park where we used to have fighter practice, so.
No McClure.
We haven't had.
And my building is still
I
there.
haven't checked that, yeah. We could, I don't know. We could check out that.
So Jeffrey and I would also like to announce as part of our progress that we will be traveling down to Kingdom A&F to support Emelina in her elevation to the Pelican. It would be lovely to see as many Northkeepers there as possible, not just for that, but because, you know, art is super mega cool too.
I'm actually taking something down there, so.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Cool.
When
I'm sorry.
when's he doing
The
it?
13th September.
Yeah.
I knew somebody would know faster than me. Thank you.
It's just Bradley.
Yeah, so it's,
Burnett, Texas, it's just over the border.
yeah. It's not the other end of the known universe, right?
It's not frigging
I think I'm already going.
Oh, yeah.
So the last thing that I have on my list is about the Canton of Chamonix. They have begun the process of joining an SCA I've lost an experiment that's happening at the BOD level. They are creating groups that are smaller than a canton called a hamlet. And the requirements to be a hamlet are, you say you want to be a hamlet, and you have at least one paid member who agrees to be the liaison between you and the supporting branch. There is no officer requirement. There is no event requirement. There is no newsletter requirement. We have people who are willing to hold practices and hold meetings, and they can't have a fighter practice without a Northkeep officer there because they won't have officers. And so that would theoretically help with the information flow back into Northkeep about what's going on up there. It does let them retain group status, but it does mean that all of their bank account and all of their inventory will come back into the control of Northkeep. At this time, the plan would be to set their bank account in a dedicated fund so that it is still their money. And should they be able to stand it back up, they have their starting fund. But it is a change of status. And so it's more than just a, hey, we want to be a hamlet. We actually have to poll the remaining members of the canton and see if they all agree to this. They will get to maintain their heraldry and they'll get to maintain their name, but instead of the canton of, they will be the hamlet of Chamonix. It can all be done in one fell swoop. We don't have to give up canton before we can become hamlet. It can be all in the same ask. The BOD is accepting that. The Kingdom Seneschal has agreed that this group is eligible to participate. So she has just recently, like yesterday, sent us the information on what would be required in the poll, so that hasn't gone out yet. We are planning to do an electronic poll as well as an in-person poll at one of their fighter practices, since that's the only meeting they're having right now. But it is a way for the people in the group who have been stand up, shift left, sit down, officering for the last few years to be able to take a break without dissolving the group and without giving up all of their heraldry and all of the work that's gone into that. It also does not place them in a dormant status, so they don't feel, at least I hope they won't feel as defeated as that can do sometimes. So we're going to be giving that a shot and see if Chamonix can get.
Is there requirements for how long they're hamlet? There's no requirements for it, as long as there's a person who's like, yeah, we're good.
As long as they are maintaining that contact with the core group, there is no length of time limit. And so one of the things that we have to be careful about that is in the wording of that dedicated fund, so that when we place it as a dedicated fund, we can say, as long as the hamlet exists, this dedicated fund stays dedicated to Chamonix. And when the hamlet ceases to exist, this fund must either be used to elevate the group or returned into the general fund of Northkeep, just to make sure that we don't have this lump of money, whatever it may be, sitting out here unusable for any length of time. Yep.
Can they have events?
Can they? Yes. Must they? No.
No, but they can.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
And they have their own like their own commercial.
They would not have a night marshal, and that's the kicker. Is that no, there is no officers.
One of their people could be a deputy to us since
A
they
marshal
get
at
us.
large, like a marshal at large, yes,
Right.
but an officer. No.
Right, but to have
Yeah,
an official practice, there has to be an officer, and the group doesn't have an officer, so Northkeep would have to step up and support them having official meetings. Right now, that person is Facon.
Yep.
He's going to every one of their fighter practices, as far as I know.
And he's going to as many as he can. They
Yeah.
have it every week, and he does it every week.
Yeah, so whatever weeks he's going, it's official, and the weeks he's not going, they're just beating on each other in the park, and we have no details about it. I think that, like I said, I think this will hopefully give them the break that they need to get through some life that's going on, and hopefully it will bolster them a little bit and let them breathe and let them refine the joy.
I know there's somebody in Mucho that's singing Hosannas at the sound of this. Charles.
So I just wanted to throw that out there so that if you do see communications about that, when you see the pollings, because they are a group that is part of Northkeep, if you want to voice your opinion, by all means, we'd love to have it. If you don't want to wait for the polling, you are welcome to send your opinions to us via email, of course. I would ask that you copy our seneschal as well as Jeffrey and I, if you're willing. If you're not, pick one. I don't care. I really would like to hear back and get the baronies' input on this as well. I want it to be clear, this is not something that we drove. They came to us and said, we want to go dormant, and we offered this instead. Charles the Gray made us aware that this was an option. Jeffrey and I discussed it, read through the paperwork, and offered this instead, and they love this idea. So we want to continue to support that. But I want to be super clear, we're not driving them towards it. We're just making options for them to not be defunct. So that is the end of my 8-item list. Yay. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about?
We do. Damien has, I'm sure some of y'all have heard about it, Damien has suggested a new list field setup using the same kind of metal connectors that they use at the fighting facility.
Using pergola parts.
Pergola parts, yes. We haven't yet to get a quote on that, but if you have any other ideas, we're still accepting those as far as list field designs.
Metal.
So it's
The corners would
boards
be
going
metal.
into these metal pylons, so that if the boards break, you just swap out for a new board, or you can adjust the board length to fit what you decide to fit.
But you also don't screw them together so that when you run into them, they fall apart.
Yeah, I was thinking metal things just sound really bad idea. You know, I see somebody getting hurt on one of those things.
I will say that Damon mentioned that he has been watching some videos of different fighting styles, not just the SCA, and he's noticed that the groups that have something that looks more like a fence have less encroachment on the list field than groups who use hanging ropes.
He's been trying to research all the different groups to see what we can do. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a horrible idea. We should avoid that at all possibilities. He's been trying to do some research on it.
Also, Lady Kaya, our A&S mistress, has been asked to start making some insignia for the kingdom. So if you're interested in helping out with that, she'll be putting out some stuff here hopefully soon. Unfortunately, she's out sick today. We're going to be having classes where we're going to start printing stuff out for the kingdom.
A really simple way to do that I've taken part in a class in it now, and it was really fun and really simple, is I don't know their preferred Laurel title, but halls down in
I have
Down
to put
south.
that stamping, but that's one of the classes that Kaya and I are working on and I talked to Halls. to
Is
make
the
sure-
resin?
Yep,
it was so easy and so fun, and
it's the base coin that I'm working on getting set up first, but I literally confirmed with Halls that they're good with me
amazing.
doing their class here, and that's what we're working on.
Wonderful.
So to fill in that hole, that's a UV resin
UV resin, yeah.
Yeah. that Halls was showing instead of trying to use glass that you have to melt in the kiln and then anneal and all that.
And you come out with a resin coin that has some heft to it.
Nice.
It was a really fun class.
They have a different piece that they start with, and that's the piece I gotta start first before we can do the class, which is part of why there are not specific details yet on the class.
I'm really glad you're pursuing that one, because that was a really fun.
So the evil little on that side note is, hey, look, this group happens to be really awesome at doing insignia, and your local insignia deputy, or Kingdom insignia deputy, would totally dig it if Northkeep helped her make sure that the Kingdom is taken care of when we have limited. So, and our lovely A&S minister was like, yeah, Northkeep can totally do that. So,
In addition to that, we have a couple officers' positions that I'd really like to see filled if anybody is interested, primarily the chronicler. I love helping out with this, but this is not my strong point, guys. Luckily, Megan has been helping me get it through every time it needs to be put out, but this really needs to be taken on by a person that can dedicate time to it. So if anybody is interested in that position, please let me know. We have a few other smaller positions like historian, butler, off the top of my head. Those are two other ones I can
Youth
remember.
marshals would still be.
Yep.
Mhm. Children's.
I was keep my hand here, so they'll be here.
So you keep announcing it at Populace, but I haven't seen anything but posted like to Facebook or any like encouragement that's more publicly available or
Okay,
sent
so-
to the list. And so like it's on the website and it's in the newsletter, like the official things have been done, but it, like the actual getting it out in front of more eyes.
the Kingdom, when the Kingdom MD offices group does it, we are included in hers.
Mhm.
The web
Oh,
minister at
yeah,
least
yeah.
is.
The chronicler, you mean?
Chronicler, sorry, not
Because the web minister.
Looking at the web minister,
Yeah.
sorry about that, sorry. Looking at you, used the wrong office, my apologies, but yes, we made sure to get that one, to get the chronicler listed on that as well, so it's getting put out every time she updates. Because after a year of it being open, or going, come on people, I need a replacement, they're kicking me out. We added
And
into
a
that
lot of
too.
these are not something that you have to be out and doing, like if you're mobility challenged, it's a pretty good job, like.
Right, you just gotta have
You just
a
gotta be
computer with
the computer.
with a decent internet connection.
So I'm sure that this is quite possibly the choir that everyone is preaching to about this.
Uh-huh.
But this is a good place to also remember that we can encourage newer people that this is a really great way to, hey, I don't know how to get involved, but this is something, and we all have to step up and say, well, I'll help you understand this and talk to the right people. So
Exactly.
like every chance that we can, so. All right, next time I see somebody else.
We are also working with the AMP team to get our baronial awards listed in the award recommendation list in AMP. They're not there yet. There are some baronies that are done going through their list. We're still hammering out some details. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
What else you
fine.
got?
That was actually the end of my list.
Cool.
Trying to get things. If you have anything for the saga, please get it in by tomorrow, because I need to get it done this week.
You got ours right?
I'll double check.
Yes.
I was just thrilled we got it in. I mean, all right, anybody else have anything else they want to bring up before we adjourn the meeting? Going once? Going twice? Have a great night. Thanks for joining us if anybody's online. And